Hello my dear students, in this video we are going to start a new lesson, that is the fourth chapter, the Bamani and Vijayanagar kingdoms. In the third lesson we discussed about the reasons and the causes for the decline of Delhi Sultanate. When the North Indian kings, when they were weak, the South Indian nobles, they become more powerful, and the kings and kingdom, it was free from the control of the Delhi Sultans. And many South Indian kings, they made their own kingdom, and many nobles, they established kingdoms in South India. In this lesson, fourth lesson, we are going to study about the South Indian kingdoms. From the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the Delhi Sultanate showed signs of breaking up. This portion we have covered in the last lesson. Okay, and a number of regional kingdoms established as territories broke away from the Sultanate. The ones in North India included Bengal, Jaunpur, Gujarat, Malwa, Mewar, Marwar, Kashmir, and the kingdom of the Ahoms. And later, these kingdoms were partially or wholly absorbed into the Mughal Empire. In South India, the Bamani and Vijayanagar kingdoms established. So in this lesson, we are going to study about these two kingdoms. First one, we are going to discuss about Bamani kingdom. In about 1347, an officer of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, his name was Hassan, and he adopted the title Alauddin Bahman Shah. He established the Bamani kingdom. Hassan, he was an officer of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He adopted the title Alauddin Bahman Shah. He started the Bamani kingdom. And Gulbarga was the capital of Bamani kingdom. And he controlled the rebellious nobles and established peace. Hassan, he divided the kingdom into 4 provinces. The names of the provinces was Gulbarga, Daulatabad, Birar, and Bidar. Okay. I told you Hassan, he divided his country or his kingdom into 4 provinces. So these provinces, it was under the control of a governor. And what was the duty of the governor? He had to maintain an army and could take his own decisions in civil and military matters. With the conquest of Dabul, an important port of the western coast, overseas trade prospered. And 18 Bamani rulers ruled between 1347 and 1527. 18 rulers ruled Bamani kingdom. And what was the specialty of these kings? They had constantly fight against the rulers of neighboring Vijayanagar. Vijayanagara kingdom, it was the neighboring country of Bamani. So the Vijayanagara rulers, they were the main enemies of the Bamani rulers. Ahmad Shah, the 9th Bamani ruler, won a great victory against Vijayanagar, and he moved his capital to Bidar. Initially, the capital was Gulbarga, but after the great victory against Vijayanagar, so the 9th Bamani ruler, he changed the capital. What was the new capital? Bidar. His kingdom was, however, weakened by the conflict between 2 groups of nobles, those of the Deccan and those of Persian, Turkish, and Arabian origins. Anyway, he had a great victory against Vijayanagar. At the same time, his kingdom was weakened. What was the reason for this weakening? Conflict between 2 groups of nobles. And next we are going to study about another personality, that is Mahmud Gawan. He was an able and loyal minister of the 13th Bamani ruler, who ruled from 1463 to 1482. Gawan defeated the ruler of Konkan, Orissa, and Warangal. He captured Goa from Vijayanagar. This incident increased the Bamani kingdom's overseas trade with Iran and Iraq. After the capturing of Goa from Vijayanagar, the overseas trade with Iran and Iraq increased. And Gavan also had friendly relation with the Ottoman ruler Muhammad II, who had conquered Constantinople in 1453. And what was the changes he made in his kingdom? Gavan reorganized the revenue system and maintained strong army. He built madrasas in Bidar. Last lesson we discussed about madrasa. Madrasa means Muslim education centers are called madrasas. And what was the specialty of these madrasas? It was free boarding and lodging to nearly 1,000 students and attracted scholars from as far as Iran and Iraq. In 1481, the Deccan nobles conspired against Gavan, who was of foreign origin. They had him executed on charges of disloyalty. After this, the Bahmani kingdom declined steadily until it broke up around 1527. So once again, I will summarize from the beginning. In the first lesson, we discussed about the third lesson we discussed about the reasons for the or causes for the decline of Delhi Sultanate. At the time or after the decline of Delhi Sultanate, the kings they become free from the control of Delhi rulers. So the now especially two South Indian kingdoms, it was prospered after the decline of the North Indian or the Delhi Sultanate. What was the name of the two kingdoms? Vijayanagar and Bahmani kingdom. Who was the or who established Bahmani kingdom? Officer of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. His name was Hassan, and he adopted the title Alauddin Bahman Shah, and he made Gulbarga as his capital, and he maintained or established peace and discipline in his kingdom, and he divided his kingdom into different provinces: Gulbarga, Daulatabad, Berar and Bidar. And each provinces it was under the control of a governor, and the governor he maintained an army and could take his own decisions in civil and military matters. Total or altogether 18 Bahmani rulers ruled Bahmani kingdom, and they fought against the neighboring country, that was Vijayanagar. And Muhammad Gavan, he was an able and loyal minister of 13th Brahmani ruler who ruled from 1462 to 1482. Muhammad Gavan, he was very strong and ablest ruler. He captured many parts of Konkan, Orissa and Warangal. He captured Goa was under the control of Vijayanagar on those days. Muhammad Gavan, he captured Goa from Vijayanagar. After the capturing of Goa, the trade increased. Overseas trade increased, and they started trade with Iran and Iraq. And Gavan, he maintained a friendly relationship with Ottoman ruler Muhammad II, and he had conquered Constantinople in 1453. So some changes have made in his kingdom. First, he reorganized the revenue system and maintained strong army. He built madrasa in Bidar, and the boarding and lodging was free for the students. Okay, so up to here all of you read. If you have any doubt, you can ask through the comments. Before reading this lesson, you just revise lesson 3. It will help you. Okay, thank you.